All right, we're talking some John Franklin Myers and a couple of things we learned yesterday via George Payton chatting. We're going to get back to some Tribe Roll Call into this segment, so keep it coming in. I see Vincent. He says, I'm building America out there driving a concrete mixer for SRM Concrete.
Nice.
And you are building America, Vincent, and we appreciate that. Somebody also texted in. I just saw the text, and it said, I drive an adult ice cream truck in the A, and it's from our boy JT. This is what he means. It's UPS. Because he's delivering our goods, you know?
Okay.
I love that. That's a great one,
wow,
JT.
you could have said $1 million idea yesterday because I wanted Silence of the Lambs, but a musical, you know? So like Buffalo Bill sitting at a sewing machine, singing a song, whatever. Another $1 million idea, an adult ice cream truck that actually has, like, you know, you're going to throw in a little extra mix on your ice cream.
Yeah.
You get carded, and it drives to your house, so no one's driving anywhere, and then you go. Here you go. Here's your ice cream with some booze.
I like that. They do have, like, boozy milkshakes at places.
See?
So
boozy milkshake
now
truck.
just deliver it to
Now
them.
you just drive around, and then the adults run out or stumble out if they've had a couple
Yeah,
already.
that's exactly right.
See, another $1 million idea.
I love it. I love it. Somebody do all that work and then give us money from it, I guess. That's what we're looking for.
Money me. Money me now.
We're looking for money. More of it. And that's where you guys come in. All right, let's talk about John Franklin Myers. So
What's going on here, man? I don't like this.
It's weird, right? And then what you're going to hear from George Payton here is he doesn't ignore the question. He's asked about the future of John Franklin Myers. So he doesn't ignore it, but he doesn't necessarily give it a bunch of time and then ultimately tries to lump John in with other players that are on one-year contracts. Take a listen to what George Payton said.
Yeah, John is a really good player. Man, big bonus. We were able to get John last year. And like a number of other of our players in the final year of their deals, we'd like to have them all back. And John's no different. But we have a number of players, and it's a puzzle. It's kind of like your roster management, like the 53-man. And so we're working through a lot of that now. But we're excited to have John Franklin. We're excited to have, Wattenberg and a lot of these guys in the last years of their deals. So.
All right, so you see what I mean there? Like just lumping everybody together of a that to me is like he's telling us why John's frustrated. Like, hey, there's not even a conversation to be had. There's not even a, let's put something on the books. Can my agent come see you on September 5th or whatever? I'm making up the date. That's kind of what it felt like from John's perspective. And then when I heard that yesterday, I'm like, oh, if I were in John's shoes and I'm hearing that and there's no, calendar invite for me to be a part of a conversation about my future,
right?
I am kind of going like, okay, I'm not wanted here. All good. I would hope that now. Saying that and doing are different things, especially when it's you in the situation. You'd hope that you would understand, hey, this is a business. He has enough talent. Well, he'll certainly find another job in the NFL. But I could understand where some of the frustration would come from John, and that would add to it, hearing that.
Yeah, it would definitely add to it, hearing that. And I do not believe that John Franklin Myers is going to get paid by the Denver Broncos. I just don't. And I understand you're never going to stop athletes from tweeting or whatever, but is that the way Cortland Sutton handled it? Is that the way Nik Bonitto's handling it right now? Is that the way Zach Allen handled it? Like, there's just a certain way that the Broncos are conducting business, and again, you're not going to take a guy's microphone away from him.
Yeah.
Although with some out there, we wish they would. I just look at it and go, okay, what's the point? What's the end game? You going to win? I often talk about, because people love to promote their own opinions on political things or whatever, and I always say, are you winning? Does that make you win? Right? Do you feel better about something that's not going to change anybody else's mind? John Franklin Myers, are you winning? He's not talking politics. He's just putting out his opinion on his contract, which is fair. But it's like, okay, but is that what the Broncos do? Mm-hmm. Does that get you to a win? Where's the W here? Is the W within you going on Twitter and complaining about your contract? Is that a W?
No.
It make you feel good, right? You get some, and that's where the echo chamber of social networking comes in, right? Back to the previous conversation of like, hey, guys do that so everyone just likes your tweet, and then I had 500 likes on that. I'm going to say it again. Say it with my chest. Yeah, it's just an echo chamber. That's all it is. So it's if John Franklin Myers does this, then it's Broncos fans saying like, we love you, man, and you should love him. He's a great player.
He's a stud.
But the reality of the situation is he's probably not going to get paid by these guys. He's going to get a big contract. and perhaps it's next year. And with the amount of defensive linemen that they kept, I mentioned this to Mace yesterday on Orange and Blue Today. Check it out on our Denver Sports YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
And it's like, okay, do you get to the trade deadline, and all of a sudden JFM's a guy that has the value to trade. He's a coveted player for sure, but you're kind of running out of money. And Nik Bonitto, you're gonna run out of a lot of money because that one's gonna take some more salary cap gymnastics. So you can love JFM. We root for JFM to get paid. We want to get paid, right? Like that's everyone should be out there wanting to get paid. But guess what? It's probably not going to happen here, and I don't think any sort of social networking comments is going to help in that situation.
Not at all. Now, I don't like the idea, and I know you're just floating it out, of trading him in any way. I know there's the conversation of, well, he's going to walk, but if Sean is really about, and heck, even you, Cecil, if you're really about thinking
Super Bowl,
that they can go to the Super Bowl, you don't trade guys like JFM. You can go all in, and then almost, I don't know if it's the same sort of comparison of, it was always the Patriots, right? They got out of guys a year early before their production started to fall off.
Right.
I don't think that's the case with JFM like as soon as next year.
No.
But if he's looking for that 4-year deal, the last 2 years of that deal, I think that's where you can kind of start to go, I don't know, I'm a little nervous about that number in those 2 final years.
Right.
And I think that's exactly where the Broncos are. But as of this year, all right, if you can go all in with your current roster, and that means John Franklin Myers is playing on a expiring contract, the old sitting duck that always has to get talked about. We're all sitting ducks. We could all get fired today, right? Like, that's just how it goes in the real world. I know the NFL is not that, but in this instance, it has to be. John, you're getting a fat paycheck to play football, my man. You're blessed. You're fortunate, all the things I can say, right? Yeah. And you're a stud of a player. So play it out. Get your bag somewhere else. If it's not here, I'd love to see him here. It just doesn't feel like that's the end game for the Broncos.
Okay, and we'll circle back close to the trade deadline about that conversation about trading him. If you can get something without getting nothing for a guy that's going to walk, and if your younger players are playing better. But that's a conversation for a little bit later.
Yeah, that is, it's at least right now. If they're fighting for playoffs and fighting with the Chiefs, I think trading anybody for what they could be next year is foolish from the Broncos.
And that's why we need to see them get off to a hot start.
Mm-hmm.
You're more capable. And Mason and I said it again on Orange and Blue today. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but you can lose it.
No doubt.
You go 0-4 to start the month.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're going to Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Right? You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but you can lose it.
The Cowboys lost it in August. They lost it on August 28th.
It was funny. The internet is undefeated, where they put out the eliminated tweet, so it's like a picture of Dak Prescott. The Cowboys have been eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's August 20.
That's really good.
9th.
By the way, our first tribe roll call with someone named Rick James.
Rick James?
They wrote, I'm Rick James. That's how you have to say it. From Bailey. I work for a tech company. I'm a sales manager. I get to work from home. Shout out to the Platte Canyon Huskies traveling to Ray. Huge underdogs. Rick James. I like that.
Wow, okay.
Pretty cool right there. Tim in Denver, he's out there driving around. Oh, he even sent the pic from the Mack truck. I like the second part. Can't read it, Tim, but we appreciate it. Truck drivers make the world go round, man. So keep grinding out there. Sean in Parker. Oh, he's out there getting people swole at Four Lanterns again. And he's also upset that Nick Wrong, as he calls him, was on these airwaves. Tweet Stoke and Evans and Mark about that.